Hi, my name is Katina Berry, and I was asked to give my testimony for the Divine Persuasion series. It is short and sweet, but God is amazing, God is all powerful, and God loves you no matter what you do and when in life that you do it. So I had, a few years ago, quite a few years ago, smoked weed on and off and swore I would never do anything else, even though I swore I'd never smoke weed. And I started both at a young age. But then, let's see, about 4 years ago, I met a man and I took my first hit of meth. And I was scared thinking, I'd always heard meth is really addictive. And I thought, my life is over now. Well, I was smoking it quite often. I was, getting high. I was losing jobs. I was going to work high. I would go days without sleeping, days without eating. And I started dabbling in other stuff. I was doing crack, meth, coke, and weed on top of all of that. And it had been probably close to a year. It wasn't a year that I had been smoking it, and I just started feeling like I don't want this anymore. At this point, I had grown up knowing who God was and everything. And this man that I met, our relationship was very, very toxic. I was crying all the time. I wasn't the only woman in his life. And I was asked many, many, many times, why do you stay with him? And I didn't have an answer at that time. But when it came to it, I got tired of being high and I got tired of it, and I quit cold turkey. At the time, I didn't realize how much God had to play in that, or, how much of that was God, which was really all God. I just thought I got sick of it. Well, I was still around it, but I would refuse to smoke it. The guy I was with was still getting high, and I got tired of it, and I put him out. I moved out. I got my own place. He followed me, and, he still kept smoking, and I finally just got tired of it, and once and for all, I put him out. You know this man. He gave the first Divine Persuasion testimony, Will Berry. We are now married, saved together, baptized together. But it goes, back to the question, why did I stay with him? When I was asked all those questions, crying all the time, and I stayed heartbroken. I did not have an answer at that time as to why did I stay with him. I was clueless as to why. But to where we are today, I've been drug-free for 4 years. He's been clean for a year. He's been clean for a little more than a year. He had some slip-ups, but he's been clean for a year now. And, looking to where we were to where we are now, God has that divine persuasion in my life to bring, me and my marriage where we are now. I'll tell you, let's see, we've been married 3 years now. 3 years ago, if you'd have told me I'd have been married to this guy, I'd have been like, no way. There's no chance. This is my second marriage, and I have to tell you, this is the first marriage that's been God-centered. We invite God into every aspect of our marriage, and I suggest, even if you're not married, start praying for your husband now. And believe me, that divine persuasion will be there in your life, even if you don't recognize it, it's there. You know, I didn't recognize it so many years ago, but in my marriage now, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I married this man, and I'm so happy that God brought us together, and God works miracles, whether you want to see them or not. But I thank God every day for my sobriety, for my husband's sobriety, and my husband. That's my divine persuasion, and thank you for listening.